welcome,
Welcome,
welcome.
welcome, welcome, welcome.
Our
The harlot, the harlot, the harlot.
and the Witch
The witch, the witch. Podcast,
podcast.
podcast.
I'm your co-host, and
The witch, 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 the witch.
okay. Anyways, okay. He's in a glitch moment right now. Um, he's had too many s'mores. But
Oh,
anyways, welcome to our podcast. Today's topic is going to be if you and your significant other live together and their sibling lost their job and had to live with you, would you allow them to do so?
mhm.
Why or why not? But again, welcome to this podcast. Take heed to what stands out to you. This is a safe space, as you can see, safe space. So let's get into it.
Let me tell you something.
What do you?
I'm gonna tell you right now. No,
Mm,
I know that's a hot take, but let me tell you why no. Because, and it's funny,
how long have you guys been together?
huh?
How long have you guys been together? Is that going to depict whether you say yes or no? Or
No.
decipher?
No,
Okay.
because first of all, if we're moved in together, we would have already been officially together for at least 2 years. Because I'm the type of person we're gonna be together for a minute before we move in. And for me, I would rather us put money towards you staying in a hotel than you come and live in our home
Mm,
because of this situation that like I'm gonna tell you. It's a little bit different, but my brother's friend, his cousin moved in with them, right? And he had been living
mm,
with them for a good amount of time. Now,
mm,
my brother's friend just got his girlfriend pregnant, and his girlfriend don't like his cousin. So he had told him originally, you have until August of this year. Originally, he said it was September. You have until the end of September to move out and get your own place. And then he's like, no, you have till August. And then he told him, okay, actually, you have to the end of this week, which is this Saturday, to move out. And it's because the girlfriend does not like the cousin. And I looked at it like, wow. But I felt that was trifling. Two things. One, and the cousin's probably not going to do nothing about it. But I'm like, first of all, you know your rights. You can't be you have to be legally evicted after you've lived with someone for a certain amount of time. But the cousin's not even going to go through that whole entire process. The cousin just said, he's going to get his stuff and make sure he's out by Saturday. But I'm like, I feel like when you do things with family, I'm having to learn that like it's better not to put yourself in a situation where you have to become the bad guy with your family members. So I would
mm,
rather support you in a different way than you coming to live in my own home.
mm.
So it would just be like I would have a conversation with her and be like, listen, I know this is your sibling. I know you care for them a lot, but no, they cannot come live with us. I'm telling you, at the most, I'd be like, it had to be a situation where like if an emergency happened and like their house burned down, right? And they needed to come
Okay.
spend the night, I would let that be okay.
Okay.
But you're not spending more than a week, really not really more than 3 days at my house. Because at that point, you got to go. You got to
Mm,
get you an apartment, or like a hotel. You got to get something to get up out of
mm,
here because you're not going to disturb my peace. You're not going to disturb my cycle. I'm very much a person that I love having my routine. And when you come in here and now you're disrupting my routine, now it's a problem. So
mm.
some people may consider that heartless, but I would do the exact same thing with my siblings. If it was a hard emergency, I would say, hey, you need to first of all, I would say, hey, you could spend the night at my house. Then after that, I'll put money towards you staying in a hotel for a week or two or three, depending on what's going on, where my finances are. But no, you cannot stay with me because we need to have that space. It's just not gonna be it. I don't like roommates. I barely like her living with me. What makes you think I'm gonna let you come stay
So
with me?
quick.
No, like, mm-mm. I just could not do that and it's just gonna have to suck. And at the end of the day, I think the only other way I would think about it being a little bit longer is if her brother or sister they didn't have any more siblings and their parents were deceased, so that they didn't have, and they didn't like, if we were the last stop and they tried, we sat down, had a long conversation, they've tried everybody else and there's nobody else to really return to for valid reasons or whatever, then I would sit there and be like, okay, then the max you got is 7 days. Then in 7 days,
Mm,
you got to get that hotel and get up out of here. Um,
mm,
but no, no, I'm very much against friends,
mhm.
family members, siblings coming to live with you just because of how I see it play out. In certain situations, it's okay, and some people are respectful. But I'm not. The older I get, the less likely I am to open those type of doors to allow us to get into a space where now I don't feel comfortable with you, or you make me very irritated, or I don't even want to be in your presence because you lived and interrupted the peace of my home. But what
Right.
about you? What do you think?
I think that you're 100% valid on how you feel,
Hmm.
and you back it up with rational um, aspects and experiences,
Hmm.
not of your personal own, but of one of others.
Hmm.
So I definitely think it's valid. For me, on the other end, I do have an opposing opinion
Hmm.
in which I would let my family members stay with me. Friends to move in, probably not. Unless it's like it's you and another close friend, but other than that, no.
But would you let your significant other's sibling?
Okay, yes, back to that topic. That's a good one. That's a real good one.
Uh-oh, she's stuck, bro. What happened?
Because we were branching out. But I think honestly, it depends on how they are. So if we get along and we're okay, we have a good relationship, I'm down for that. So if it's his brother, sister, I think I would be okay for a couple months. But if it's somewhere they're dirty or they expect me to cook and clean,
Hmm.
or there's like different expectations of, oh, now we're gonna do this and now we're gonna do that. Mm,
Mm,
mm. I got my routine too. I go to the gym, work, I gotta cook,
that
like
part.
I have hobbies. So I wouldn't want to interrupt it where it's annoying me. And then don't come to the house playing all loud music or like being annoying is what it is. And getting too comfortable.
Mm,
We'd have to sign a contract and be like, this is the day you're coming in and this is the day you're getting out.
that's it.
Because tenant rights gonna be tenant rights. You're getting out. But I for real, like because to me sometimes I get annoyed. Like when I'm with someone for too long and it's not my significant other, I get annoyed. So especially if you're gonna be complaining, nag them out, nag them out, gotta go.
Mm,
So for me, it's a yes for a limited time, for a limited time.
mm,
And documentation will be backed up there because, like, if it's my family, that's different, and we'll have that conversation. But for his, it would just depend. It would just depend on how our relationship dynamic is. But if we have like a house, I feel like I'd be more inclined to open those doors to like other family members. But for the siblings, it just depends on how we get along. Because if we don't get along, you're definitely not coming to my house. I'm like, well,
oh,
sorry, we don't have no space. Oh, you got two extra bedrooms. Oh, sorry, they're occupied. Sorry, not sorry.
now we ain't got no space.
They're occupied. Mhm. So I'm hoping that I do. Like I would really like that's important to me for me to get along with the family. But yeah, I wouldn't mind it. It's just I think definitely a contract to make sure they know you've got to go.
Would you, if the place that y'all lived in was a house and it was two different stories where they could have their own space at the bottom and y'all have y'all space at the top, would you be more open to letting them live with you? Oh, it got
Mm.
quiet again.
No, I'm thinking about it and I'm trying to take heed to it. I feel like for me, I wouldn't mind it, but it depends on how long you plan to stay. So if you're trying to stay for 6 months, you're paying rent,
Mm,
whatever. You'll be paying something. And if you can't, which you lost your job in this case,
right.
you better go find some door. You got a car. If you ain't got a car, well, you better walk or get a scooter. I'll get you a scooter. You've got to do something. Like it could be the mortgage, it could be some type of utility bill,
Mhm.
you know, at least bring in like $400 for the month. So DoorDash is pretty good.
Mhm.
Uber, Amazon Flex, you
Oh,
got options. You got options. You could go sell something on the side of the road.
oh, oh.
I mean, like, fruits, vegetables. Hmm. But I'm just saying, like, that you have to bring in something if you're going to be living and having your own space within my house. Because not only will you, yeah, you're really, but to me, it's like, not
Go
only are
sell
you
something
taking
on the
up
side of the
space,
road.
I'm just like,
Not open them legs. Make
each
a
his
quick
own.
buck.
Here, you get a good amount, or you can go to strip club, hey.
Oh.
But I feel like if you're going to be taking up that much space in the house and you're still going to be disturbing some peace
Mhm.
where you'll be hanging out with your brother and taking away my time.
Oh.
So, yeah, and then of course the contract, but I wouldn't mind it. What about you? Oh, that's a no. A hard no. That's a hard no. So you
Okay,
can
my
say no just
house,
a no.
2 stories. They'd be in the basement area. I'll be upstairs, so I really wouldn't have to see them like that.
Let's say for like the time period of 6 months.
Oh no, God no. Mm-mm, that's too long. That is way too long. I I can give you a good I can give you a good 2 months, and that's pushing it so hard. And because my thing was this. I would take my resources that I have, align them, because this is the thing about Georgia. Georgia has a lot of resources for people that if it's very, very hard for them to find a job, that you can find a job. I know every state is not like this, but if I'm living in Georgia where I am now, then I know that I can get you a job. It may not be the job that you want to work at, but if you are unemployed, you can have a source of income that can help you get out of your situation. So, and I know have several of them that could do that. So, um, I can think of three off the top of my head, but like they have organizations and agencies that are made to help people do that. So, no, you're not finna sit over here. I wouldn't charge them rent, but I would say, look, you buying your own stuff. Like you need groceries, you better get your sister to sneak them when I'm not looking or something like that. That'd be your best bet, cause like you're not gonna be a bum. And that it wouldn't matter if it was her brother or her sister. I'd be like, listen, what you doing? What got you here? Because you should be able to manage. Like if you whatever got you to this place, like you need to make sure you have a clear cut plan so that when you get out of here, you're gonna be good to go. You got 2 months to figure it out. After 2 months, you're gonna have to high wholesale, but you're gonna have to get your life together and get up out of here. But I'm not gonna charge you no rent for these 2 months, but you're gonna figure something out. So here are the resources. Here's some stuff you're gonna figure out. After that, go there, go do what you gotta do. Because especially, I'm just really not going to like somebody else just being in my house. I'm gonna just be like, listen, get out. Get out. I don't even like people when family members came to visit here, like a week is my limit. Like after a week you gotta get out. And even that's gonna be pushing. I more so prefer for people to stay at a hotel and then let us come visit and do stuff. That's why I like people when they travel, unless like me and you and we whatever. But for everybody else, like I do the thing where like when you come visit me, make sure you get your own hotel so you can go have fun and enjoy the city or whatever you want to do on your own. But then me and you make plans to do stuff throughout the time that you're here. Whereas you just living it, being in my house. No, we're not doing that.
Mhm.
We not doing that. But our time is cutting short. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Put in the comment section below, would you allow your significant other siblings to come live with you after that which they have either lost their home or lost their job? So please, once again, like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a cousin, to tell a mom, to tell a dad, to tell a brother, to tell an uncle, to tell an aunt, to tell your pastor, to tell your doctors and your lawyers and everybody else, the police, the convicts, your judges, tell them all. And we will
Tell them
catch
all.
you in the next one.
See you later. Peace.